Hello and welcome to the Liz Experiment YouTube channel. This is the channel where I record field notes from my journey towards architecting my best life, and I am recording to you from Hoboken, New Jersey. For some of you who are consistent viewers, this is it may be a familiar background. I think I did a video or two from here previously, but I'm back from Europe. I got in from Lisbon, still a little bit jet lagged. I got in from Lisbon on Tuesday, and I'm here in Hoboken because in a few hours I'm going to head into New York City to kick off my friend's 40th birthday extravaganza celebration. So we are meeting up in New York today and then heading all around New England for this weekend, and it's going to be something that I'm sure I'll be talking about in next week's check-in. But first, let's talk about this week. What have I learned this week? Well, the first thing I learned this week was that it is festival month in Portugal. And you can tell that from another video I uploaded recently, where you get to see my friend and I stumble upon a festival, which is actually a pre-festival happening right in front of our Airbnb. So check that out. I'll provide a link in the discussion area. But yeah, they love them a festival in Portugal. Somewhat related to that, because that festival meant that I didn't get a lot of sleep my last few days in Lisbon and in Portugal in general. But this second lesson learned, or second thing I learned this week, is that I am burnt the hell out. I released a blog post this week, and I think I mentioned this in last week's weekly update, but Sunday, June 2nd, was my year anniversary of living on the road, and just even this last 6-week stint, I've been in 4 countries and like 8 or 10 cities or something. I've been doing and learning a lot, and I'm tired. I'm really, really tired. I can't form sentences. When I try to read something on my computer or my phone, like my eyes won't focus. My brain feels just stretched super duper thin. So I learned that, and from that I learned that I need to take more time in a space. I'm super glad that I got to see a whole bunch of Portugal and a lot of Europe, and that was done purposely so that I could see how well I adapted to it. So lessons learned. I also learned that, also kind of related to what I just mentioned, was that some people actually mean what they say, and I have more support than I realize sometimes, and I learned that I need to pay more attention to that. So as an example, my business partner is just amazing. Her name's Diana, and she has been super patient with me along this journey, and what I realized is it's not that she's patient, it's that she just accepts me for who I am as I do her, and she wants to get our business up and moving and running, and she's not blaming me for any of that. But in my head, I'm thinking, oh my God, all my travel is holding us back, and that's not necessarily it. So I learned, and as I reflected about a recent conversation that we had, I was like, you know what? I have more support than I realize, and I need to understand that and own that. So that goes into what I worked on this week. Let's start there. So in that regard, what I worked on and what I want to take into the next week is, again, lessons that practices that I've mentioned before, of listening, being present, and just being grateful. I am so grateful for the privilege I have to be able to live this journey that I'm living, and to have the support that I have and the love that I have. So I'm definitely going to continue to work on that, and I was working on that as I processed some of my thoughts and feelings this week. The other thing is kind of related, really getting some sleep. Now, that's not going to happen due to the 40th birthday extravaganza until at least Monday, but next week I'm looking forward to being in one place for a few days, doing some work, like catching up on those things, but also just giving myself time and space to be human, because we all need it, and I think that's a constant reminder. It's a constant reminder when you feel that your eyes aren't able to focus when you look at something, you probably need a break. So with that said, I'm going to cut this video a little bit short, because I'm going to, well, I'm going to go try to listen to my own advice. Until next week, thanks for watching.